Today, I'm visiting Casula for the first time, as I try to visit every station on the Sydney Rail network to look around both the station and the suburbs surrounding it. Casula Station is located between Liverpool and Glenfield, and is a fairly basic station featuring two side platforms on a slight curve. There is also a third track here for freight trains. The platforms have some small shelters and a few benches. A footbridge connects the platforms and entrances, and this footbridge has stairs and lifts. Interestingly, the stairs to platform 2 go a little bit further down than platform level, though this lower part is of course fenced off. On the east side of the station there is the Casula Powerhouse Art Centre, which sits in between the rail line and the Georges River. There used to be a level crossing on the railway for accessing this, but it was closed a few years ago after a new road was built from the north. The west side of the station is where most of the suburb of Casula is, but to get there you have to go up a steep hill. The road to the station is winding and has no footpath, so the most direct route if you're walking is a set of stairs. They start out pretty steep, but get flatter further up. The stairs lead to Canberra Avenue, which is a suburban street with detached houses. There are some older buildings, some newer buildings, and some buildings in between. There are a few shops nearby, but none of the buildings here have more than 2 stories except an aged care facility. With this kind of land use around the station and no bus routes connecting to it, it's easy to see why Casula is one of the least used stations on the Sydney Rail network. Nearby to here is the Hume Highway, which is a very wide and busy road. The houses along this part of the highway have a frontage road for accessing them, and this runs in the opposite direction to the adjacent highway lanes, which is pretty interesting. There's a shopping centre here with rather poor pedestrian access. I walked along Demeyrick Avenue and Reserve Road, which led to Jardine Park, most of which is a large sporting field. There's this unusual piece of traffic calming outside the park. I walked along Old Currajong Road, where the footpath separates from the road for a bit, which led me to the Casula Mall, which I didn't go to, instead turning around to walk back towards the train station. There wasn't much shade as I walked back to the highway, and there's not much on it with the high-speed car traffic. I turned off the highway onto Casula Road, which is the road leading to the station. Casula is a large suburb, but I only walked around a small part of it on this walk because the train station is right near the edge of it. It's unfortunate that it's in such an inconvenient location. Now that I've completed this walk, I can add Casula to the list of train stations I've visited. Thanks for watching.